It's good, y'all. Snap Turtle in the gym. Just got to doing my calisthenics. And I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of bag work and how to set up, how to throw the jab, you know, to set up other power punches, you know what I mean? So, first let's talk about range, okay? Got my weight vest on. Oh, got a bee in here, okay? So look, don't kill the bees, okay? If they in your space, shoo them away. Now if it's a wasp, smash that sucker. Anyway, so I'm gonna talk about mosquito. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. You know, dead of winter in California, a dry ass climate, and we still got mosquitoes flying around, bothering people. Tell me how that makes sense. It don't. All right, so let's start with the jab, right? I got my weight vest. This is about 20 pounds. You know what I'm saying? I do the heavy bag work with it. Helps burn calories, and you know, it just adds a little bit of weight to you, so that you can get your wind up. When you take it off and you're ready to do real work, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? So let's start with the jab, right? So the jab is a setup punch, and it can be the power punch. So the use of the jab is twofold. And you can surprise your opponent with the jab at the end of the combination. Because typically, most people would expect that you end a combination with a power punch, like a hook or overhand right, uppercut, hook to the body, you know what I mean? But if you end with a jab, you can really surprise the shit out of your opponent. And that's where you get some of the knockouts come from, the punch that they don't see. And they're not going to see that jab coming straight down the pipe for them. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you throw a 1, 2, bam, catch them with that jab at the end as opposed to the hook, which they would probably expect, right? But first, of course, you want to get them used to the 1, 2, 3. Bam, 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 right? Working, bam, 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 right? Bam, 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 right? Working, bam, 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 right? And then all of a sudden, bam, bam, bam. You throw that power jab, right? Right, that's when you turn that shoulder into it. And you snap that jab out there and punch through them. But they're expecting the hook. You know what I mean? So anyway, the jab, like I told you guys before, you want to get your range. You want to know your range. See, I know some fighters, they'll do all this, right? Like they'll keep their hand out there, right? Right? They'll keep their hand out there to gauge their range for that right that comes through, right? But if you know your range, you don't have to do that. See, I know round about here is good range for me, because what I'm going to do is the step in jab, right? And I want to get full extension with my step in jab, and I'm going to turn my body, right? So, and my back foot is going to stay on the ground. It's not going to move, okay? So I'm here. When I throw that jab, I step in, and when my foot lands, my punch lands. Okay, so bam, like that. That's a step and jab, right? Step and jab, step and jab, step and jab, step and jab, step and jab. See? So that's a step and jab, okay? So, like I told you guys before, if you want to know your range, you fully extend your arm until your fist touches the target. Okay? Stuff coming out. Until you touch the target, okay? And then you back up half a step. That's your range. So when you step in, bam, bam, see? Bam, stepping in, you're hitting your target. Now, I'm gonna have to throw the gloves on for a second. So look, you get yourself a bag, a heavy bag, and you don't have much experience or you're going to a gym to get trained, the ideal thing, right, when you first start working on the bag is, remember I told you guys about the proper punch and the proper fist. You're locking that thumb in down there, and you're locking that muscle in. See? You're locking this muscle in to stabilize your wrist. So now, what you want to do if you're a beginner, you don't want to use the gloves right away. You want to wrap your hands, right? Because you have to get used to throwing a proper punch. So in the beginning, you need to wrap your hands. That's what I suggest, okay? So when you're not using gloves and you work in the bag, you can see your punches better, right? You can see your punches. And you can see where you're striking. You can get your striking down. You can hit with those two knuckles like you're supposed to. See? Now I know how my punch is supposed to be. With the hook, uppercut to the body, hook to the head, things like that. You want to make sure your wrists are tight and you turn that fist over, okay? Turn that fist over. Turn that fist over. My shoulders are coming up. Protecting my chin. My chin is down. And I'm punching up. So if you're fighting a shorter guy, you drop your level, you punch up. Now, with the cross, at the end, after that jab, you're within perfect range if your jab lands right for that cross. So it's important that when you throw that cross, you turn your hip and you raise that heel a little bit. You ain't got to pick your heel up and go on your toes like a ballerina, right? So this is what you're going to do. You're going to throw that jab, right? See how I got the proper stance, right? I stepped in and my shoulders are up and my hand is planted to my chin or my cheek over here. When I throw that cross, right, I want you to see. You're going to turn your hip. You're going to bring this, you're going to bring your front hand back home, and at the same time, you're throwing that cross, right? Just like that. I turn my hip in, and I raise that back foot. See? See? Step, cross. Step and jab, cross. See? Step and jab, cross. Step and jab, cross. Step and jab, cross. Just like that. Now, it's important when you're circling your opponent and you're not striking at the time, you want to keep your shoulders relaxed. So I'm here. I'm not like this. My chin's down. My shoulders are relaxed. I'm not wasting any energy. Even if I flick a jab out, it's relaxed. My hand is open in the glove. You know, if I just want to distract, come with that cross, or distract, come with that uppercut. Okay? Distract. So remember, when I throw that uppercut, I'm turning my heel. Okay? Turning my heel, and I'm turning my hip. And I'm just releasing I'm bringing my fist away from my face just enough to catch it. You know what I mean? Now, let's say you throw a jab up top, you drop your level, and you're down here, right? You can come up, and sometimes you want to follow through with that uppercut. Some guys don't like that. So you drop your level, come up with that uppercut, put that power through it, but come back immediately. Now, when you throw, when you're hitting the heavy bag, okay, you're not just standing there in front of the bag, unless you're doing a drill where you're just throwing, let's say you do a 50 up top, 50 crosses, you're doing this number here, right? Unless you're doing that number, right? Or you're throwing, and then you come down 50 crosses, uppercuts. Those are particular drills to work on your muscular endurance, so you're not getting too tired from having your hands up, okay? But if you're working combos, let's say the 1, 2, 3, bam, 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 you want to move over. You want to move. Let's say you throw a double jab, bam, bam. You throw it at an angle, and you're coming in, bam, bam, and then you back out to get away from their counter. Same thing with the 1-2. Bam, bam, right? Bam, bam, get out the way. And then, or, bam, bam, and you move over here. And then you work another combo. When I'm throwing, let's say I throw a triple jab, I'm doing that. Going this way. Triple jab, this way. Now you throw overhand, bam, 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 bam. Okay? Hook to the body. So remember, you're not just standing in front of it throwing a combo. Let's say, throw an angle. Let's say you got 1, 2, 3. 1, see how I came over. I went forward and to the left. Now I throw that cross, right? Because I got that angle on him. Might be overhand. And then I can come with my hook. And then once I land that hook, I can turn my body and get the angle over here. So I throw that hook, bam. You understand what I'm saying? That's good footwork. Footwork is the most important thing in boxing, okay? The most important thing. That's why they call it boxing. You're boxing yourself around it. Bam, 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 bam. Or 1, 2, come over here. Or I could flick the jab, black, black, black. And then on that last flick, I'm stepping over at the same time. Bam, right, just like this. Bam. And this is the only time I'm gonna step heel to toe. It just helps you roll into the movement better. So I flick that jab, my foot's out here, and I'm stepping this way. And I throw that jab, and I'm stepping outside of them. So, bam, bam, and I'm over there, just like that. All right, so these are different things you can do on the heavy bag. So, unless you get it freestyle on the heavy bag, you're just starting out, you want to stick to a certain combination for a 3-minute round. That's how you get down with it. So if you're practicing 1, 2, 3, or jab, cross, hook, bam, 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 moving over, you know what I'm saying? Bam, bam, bam. And then you're moving, stay moving, and you constantly, you're working on that 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. That's going to be the combo for the round. So you're getting it down, okay? And at some points, you might want to go 1, 2, right? And then you block their cross, right? 1, 2, block, and then you throw your cross instead of a 3. And you step through with that cross. Or you can throw 1, 2, step back, let them throw their cross, and then bam, bam, you come in with a 1, 2 again. Or you can go bam, all right, 2, 3. Or you throw your 1, 2, lean back, right? You lean back, out of range of their counter, and then you back with your cross. Or, bam, bam, you're gonna come in with the uppercut. Or, you can practice 1, 2, lean back, roll under, hook, things like that. Those are more advanced movements. So you 1, 2, lean back, roll under. As you can see, I didn't just do this, okay? I squatted, I got down, I bent my knees, and I'm here. And then I'm throwing that hook. So 1, 2, lean back, roll under, their cross, and then respond with a hook. Or if they throw a hook, 1, 2, lean back, and then you're rolling this way. Okay? So let's say they respond with the cross, you're out of the way. If they come back with that hook,